So you are the spokesperson for Avion.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy we go from God to Avion. We can do that. If you like. Holy water. You feel me?
So that's amazing.
Yeah, no, it's just something different. You know, I'm a tequila drinker. You know, I love margaritas. And, you know, I just wanted to be a part of something that was, you know, that was big and I understood about.
Did you watch it on Entourage? That's how I learned about it on the show Entourage,
Yeah. But I think what we doing with it is a little bit more, you know what I mean?
It's bigger?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was also wondering, because, you know, I have a friend that watches Janky Promoters, like, every weekend. And basically, are you going to be doing more movies?
Absolutely.
Yeah? We can see you in the movies soon?
Absolutely.
Okay. Any scripts you've read?
I read all the time. It's just a matter of having time. It's just like when I do something, I got to give it 180%. Keep 20% for myself.
And right now you're focused on
this. On music, the tour, just, you know, going around the world and just doing what it is I do. But the minute I get a break, I'm definitely going to be in LA. I'm definitely going to be a part of some
I want to ask you too about your charity work.
Oh man,
there's so much charity work going on from you.
Yeah, I've been doing, but the craziest thing, like I said, people don't believe that. You know, I started doing charity work, you know, back in, you know, 96, 95, when, you know, we was all on the block and, you know, we was making money. And I just didn't understand, like, okay, we doing all this out here and y'all gang banging and y'all doing all this shit, but when it's Christmas time, you know, a lot of the kids in the neighborhood ain't even got toys. And y'all out here every day. It's like, I'll tell you what, you give me $1,500, you give me $2,500, you give me $1,000, you give me this. And I put all this money together. What I would do is go with the gymnasium and, you know, me and my crew would go buy bikes and toys and all this stuff, and then we just had all the kids from the neighborhood come through and get what they want out of the gym. You know what I mean? So I started it then. That's how Street Dreams started. And I just kept it going over the years. But a lot of the charity stuff I really do, like, you know, even from what I do every Christmas in Atlanta, I go around in the neighborhood and go door to door and give all the kids what they actually want for Christmas, because I probably talked to their parents a little bit before.
That's so nice.
Yeah, and knock on the door and they see me, it's Jeezy, Snowman. Like, they be happy because they know they're gonna get what they want. You know, even from, you know, turkey drives to Hosea feeding the hungry. I mean, even when I can't do as much as I would like to, like I'll probably go get like 2 box trucks and fill them up with turkeys. You know what I mean? You know, 5,000-6,000 turkeys, and just pull up in the hood and just lift the door up at the mall or something and just get to passing them out. You know what I mean? But I'm not doing it for publicity. Like, you know, that's always just who I've been. You know what I mean?
How does it make you feel?
Good. I mean, when you got the old ladies and the, you know, the people out there, you get them turkeys and, you know, canned goods, and it's just like, it ain't like you do, ain't a bunch of cameras around. It's just us. You know what I mean? It's just us, and we having a good time. And I'm making my son help because he need to know that you need to do this.
Like, yeah.
I mean, you know, you just give it back. It ain't nothing planned or, you know what I mean, rehearse. It's just like, okay, let's go get some turkeys away. You know what I'm saying? And if we got a couple left, we might pull up over here. And, hey man, y'all good? And even from, you know, having the food truck go around and actually go pass out meals, like already ready cooked meals, and take them to certain people's house, like older people that can't really get out and move around, just to make sure they got Thanksgiving dinner, all that. But you know, it's never for publicity with me. Like, I don't even think, you know, my publicists tell me all the time, you should let us know when you're doing things. I'm just like, what?
So you have a clothing line?
Yeah, 8732. Yeah.
And Rich Homie Quan, I heard, has like a subsidiary type clothing line under your clothing line. So tell me exactly what's going on.
I mean, you know, he wanted a line, and I wanted him to have a line. So basically what I did was I just played, you know, his plug. I just, you know, went to my business partner and I told him, I said, yo, look, man, Quan is a very influential kid around here, and you know, he got his own style, and I think it'd be dope if, you know, we put him something together so he can wear his own stuff. And you know, just as a big homie, you know, I just kind of went in there and brokered it and made sure that, you know, he was straight and got him started, and you know, it's doing good. Actually, when I do some of my shows, I see a lot of kids in it. It's crazy.
Oh, nice. So where can we find your clothing besides the stores?
I mean, pretty much, you know, online, but as far as like stores, they probably in any major store you can think of. I mean, Jimmy Jazz, you know, all this stuff.
Nice.
But actually, right now I'm in the process of actually just helping. It's not mine, but my son, he has his own clothing line too.
Really?
IFA,
what's it called?
IFA, you know, International Fly Airline. And you know, my son's like, you know, they kind of like in that same thing. Like, he's really into fashion, and he's really passionate about it. So
that's dope.
I really just been kind of just giving him advice. I want to stay out of the way though, because I don't want to.
How old is he?
He's 18.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just, but you know,
That's what he wants to do?
Yeah.
Nice.
But the craziest thing is he's actually really good at it.
Good.
He's good at it. You know, his stuff looks good, and you know, even like with it, you know, him and Quan, it's crazy because it's like you get these kids and they come up and they got a really sense of fashion. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, I told Quan the other day we was on the Wiz Khalifa tour. He came out with some of the stuff on. I was like, damn, man, where my shirt at?
You're like, can I get
look
something?
Good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and it does, man. You know, they doing their thing. So shout out to Rich Homie for his, and shout out to you know, IFA, International Fly Airline.